What's going on, everybody? Doc, Average Gamer Guys, back yet again for Escape from Tarkov action, and hopefully today is the day. We have completed every other challenge, with the exception of the Hunt and Killa, with the exception of taking out Shertman 25 times, and with the exception of Mentor, which I don't need to do in order to complete for Kappa. But we have everything else done with the exception of the Guide and Collector, and today we're going to try the Guide. So, arguably one of the most difficult challenges to get done, at least to get rolling, and obviously quite a bit of luck. If you're not familiar with this task, it's basically to go through and play every single map, and survive each one in a row. You can get run-throughs that will not finish or you can get run-throughs. If you do get a run-through, it doesn't actually fail the quest. But what it does instead is basically makes you go back and play that map again. The only time that might happen for us is factory. If we get in a really bad position, maybe we need to extract quickly. Other than that, we're going to try to get in. We're going to try to get all of these raids complete. And I wanted to showcase this and see how we did. So here's our first shot at it. We'll see how this goes. And we'll check in with the raids. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, so our first map, which we always try to get done first, is going to be labs here. So I'm coming in moderately geared. My hope is, honestly, to find maybe a spawn that's going to give me a good option to call in some raiders, get a raider kill or two, and get out. The key for this is just a couple of 100 points of experience, and then an extract. And this is arguably one of, quite possibly the worst spawn we could get. A lot of shooting above. Little side note, never realized that there are actually hot rod machines. This fighting is right above. Red room and stuff is, I guess, like over there.
Внимание! Охранник комплекса просит проследовать в сектор G.
So the other key here for this challenge, if you're not familiar, is you just have to get survive status. laggy mess going on. What's going on in this raid? Got the kill. I don't know if it was a headshot. If it was a headshot with the loot experience, we may be good. Probably just gonna hold and wait. This is probably a player. I don't know why I'd be stopping and going like that. Search something. Well, that's going to be enough experience. Yo. Just a tiny bit bad about that. Just a tiny bit. But you gotta do what you gotta do. That's a win. Lab's done. First try. I would not have expected that. Very laggy raid. Hate that I had to camp that. I really think that we definitely obviously got enough. Yeah, so we did not get the headshot, which is important. It would have been close. Still may have been enough experience. Most likely not. But obviously we picked it up there. So on to the next. All right, so factory is the next one up for us. We're coming in pretty freaking juiced, and this will be a similar loadout with the exception of the Alton that we have on for this, that we're probably going to run for the most of the rest of these raids. We'll change up the gun a little bit. We're still running the Vector. I like to do this map next just because it is very spawn dependent. So, actually got... This is tough here because I'm gonna hope that was enough. was very close. What I am going to do is heal up. Try to pick up some of that healing experience. That was pretty juiced. So that was a tough spawn, just because you're not in a good position to get any of the fights. This would have been the better spawn right in front of this exit door. Because then it gives us some options. We could kind of just hold, let the map play out a little bit. That guy obviously pushed forward, you know, very aggressively, which not bad on his part. We ended up just getting the kill, getting it done. Try this. May not be recommended. I just want to get as much healing experience as I can. There's definitely a two-man. Pushed after that. Needed to loot quick, get away from them. What's our time here? I think we're gonna be okay. This mag up just to get some experience. More so some skill points. I said experience, but skill points. I think we're good. I'll back out. Hopefully this is enough. If not, we'll come back, but I think it should be. Beautiful. Definitely plenty. So we stomached him. I really didn't think we got a headshot on him either. So it's good that we did that. You know, getting some loot experience, which is good. Got the 200 there. Obviously the escape bonus, the treatment experience, as you can see, obviously surgering 2 limbs and a couple of heals, quite a few heals actually, helped us out. And then we pick up some extra loot experience too. So no problem there. Factory done. Probably 2 of the more difficult ones. And we'll jump into the next one. All right, and now into customs. So the rest of this is going to be primarily focused on 10 minutes and survive. If we can pick up some scav kills and some quick loots, we'll see if we can do that. This is going to be very spawn dependent. Not a great spawn. Not a great spawn. think what I want to do here. I was really hoping for a spawn the outside of the railroad tracks. Reason being is we could make a quick push, could get across, and then we have a lot of options from that point. Well, I'm gonna push this because we can get this kill. That might come in handy. This guy brought all of his stuff with him. Not turning down the grenades. Now we need an exit strategy. Definitely enough experience, without a doubt. This guy's just got a ton of stuff. A lot of action at dorms. What I'm thinking is we might be able to skirt the road construction. That's what we're gonna do. I didn't realize on the initial salvo we were able to kill him, but this is the reason I'm running the Vector. Obviously this gun, it's got a lot of hate, I think. Rightfully so. It's very good. Very easy to modify. Not a lot to it. They've recently raised the price quite a bit. Honestly, we don't need them. Scab kill might be a nice bonus, nice little XP bump up, but we should have enough with the player kill and the loot that we picked up. So the difficult part here is we have enough money for Dorms VX, but going over there is a very risky play. good sign. That is a good sign that players have pushed past. We've almost been in. Our mag's topped up here. Best we can. Haven't heard a lot of action besides storms. Try to get in the bus depot here. Quick. My goal here is going to be to get across these woods kind of to the backside and then take a long wrap to ZB11. That does not bode well for us. Kind of in new gas. The other thing I'm very much trying to avoid, and the reason I'm trying to move quick, is just any interactions with player scavs. We do not want to have one hiding, one creeping. Just general player scav shenanigans we don't want to deal with. Not the best place to hold. We're going to let ourselves stand up. 11 is the extract of choice here. Just the key is we got to get there quick. The other nice part about just kind of this general pathing, while there are a lot of stashes back here, at this point a lot of the players should have converged. Generally able to avoid scavs. We got to be careful for sniper scav in the tower over there. There's a sniper scav that can spawn up here, but shouldn't be a problem. Probably our next biggest choke point is going to be getting through the gap in the fence over here. We're at time too, so this is definitely going to be a win if we can get out. Worried about that exact thing happening. What's that guy still doing there? That's my question. Does it matter? Definitely enough experience at this point. Far so good. 3 down. Let's go. Solid experience. 12 minutes in the raid. 2 kills. 3 kills with the scab. Definitely enough experience. No problem. This thing just absolutely rips damage. It's awesome. Didn't take a point of damage. Ooh, excuse me. Didn't take a point of damage there. And so far we're rolling. Alright, so we're picking up at Reserve. Probably the other very spawn-dependent map. We swapped out our rig. We're using an AAPC, which is an armor rig, class 5. We're doing that specifically. We brought our Red Rebel and our Paracord, and we're going to be going for the Cliff Descent Extract. Now, I'm really... I was going to say, really hoping that we get one that favors it. This one's not terrible. Not exactly great either for this. Can be somebody up there. We're gonna grab this. Here becomes the problem. You know what? I may be able to loot this over here. Quick enough. Might be able to take the... Might be able to take sewer extract or sewer manhole, whatever. With enough loot and no backpack. With that kill. Sniper shots were behind. Problem was he was naked. If he would have had some gear, more geared the player is, the more experience you get for the kill. I don't know if we got a headshot. It's a risky extract for anybody trying to get snipes. But honestly, so is moving up there. I really don't have a good vantage point to be able to see. Don't have a ton of loot. That's the boss.
Ты куда пошел?
We're in a spot now. That was very close. Oh. Oh, that was a close one. That's why we run the Vector. Oh, boy. Whew. Oh. This is, every time I've done this, it has never been dull. It is proving to hold up to the same. So, reserve is done. And we're on to the next one. All right, on to Interchange. And Interchange is a map that, again, very spawn dependent. We've got ourselves some options. We've got money for the car extract over by Power. And we are purely going to stay on the outside here. Hopefully picking up a couple of scab kills. Now, there's a very, very high percent chance that a player spawns here at Power. Power is a great place for us to just kind of chill. Player just ran up, I think. not turn power on. Our other option is to move around. Try to get all the way to railway. I think they looted that. Looks like they ran straight in. I was gonna say Interchange is like my death map. I think every time, with the exception of labs, every time that I've died in the course of trying to do this challenge, this quest, I die on Interchange usually, and it's usually when we've had some pretty successful raids. I usually leave it pretty close to the end. I may be bumping this one up, honestly, in priority. We didn't have a great spawn. I honestly don't even know where that guy was. He had to have been in power station. I really felt that player moved so quickly to get up that ramp. Man, I felt that guy had already left and was out of there. Somebody else could have pushed in down the road. We should have moved quicker just to get to the back. Might have been an okay spot. I really don't even have an idea where that guy was. Well, attempt one. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate that we don't get a chance to even get in that fight. It is what it is. That is definitely part of this, and why this is such a challenge to get completed. All right, so future Doc jumping in here. I had an outro recorded for this, but I took some time with this video and needed to process a few things. This outro originally was talking about, which definitely holds true. Just disappointed with how this run ended. Mostly because as I did some self-reflection, as I took a little bit of time to watch the clips, kind of watch my gameplay, I realized that specifically for that Interchange run, there are a lot of options that I could have taken and been a little bit more decisive on. You have the no backpack extract. You obviously can make your way to railway. You could move inside to give yourself a little bit better cover and concealment, and then kind of game plan from there. Obviously, power station is a pretty consistent draw for folks, especially if the power is not on, as well as player scavs just trying to loot toolboxes and some of the spawns that are back there. So that's a little bit of self-reflection. In addition to that, I did want to say I fully intended to post the follow-up run-through of this. I will tell you in this moment after this recording, I was pretty frustrated that I decided I was going to jump in and at least try to get a couple of the maps done. I just needed really essentially to blow off some steam. Interestingly enough, immediately after recording this, off recording, I was able to work through, I was able to get really successful labs, factory, and actually interchange runs done at night, and unfortunately did not capture that footage. So there will not be a part two, and I do sincerely apologize for that. I fully intended to show a full playthrough, all of these raids, show all the decision making, talk through the decision making, talk through just the different options that you had. But I did not capture it real time. If I find an opportunity here in the near future, I will try to replicate this and play it exactly how I would play it to show a successful run. I think is important. So hopefully got a little bit of taste from the couple of maps that we did get complete, and obviously as well as some of the decisions that could have been made that hopefully will help you in a successful run through on this. If you're struggling, couple of quick tips to help you out as we close the video out. Think about night raids. Night raids have a lower spawn count, lower player count. That usually works in your favor. Cover and concealment work a lot better at night, especially on the really hazy and foggy nights. You have to be worried about on some maps, specifically thermals. But I will tell you, if you play it smart, if you stick to the edge, that is going to be pretty well limited. So consider night. Also consider buddying up or getting a squad together. Obviously, any spawns that you can remove from the pool of spawns, folks on your team that can push out, cover, hold down an angle, even provide some suppressive fire for you to be able to get away is really important. And especially with this, the one thing I find is don't feel like you have to go and be super aggressive. I am a firm believer in get these survives any way that you can. If you have to sit in a corner for a few minutes or kind of sit near an extract to be able to get out quickly, feel free to do that. I think that's really important, especially considering this is one of the last things that you got to do in most cases to getting that Kappa container. So again, hopefully this video was really helpful to you. I do appreciate all the support on the channel. As always, we've got links in the description. Feel free to drop a comment, drop a question if you need some help or are looking for a little bit of advice. We got a Discord as well, people playing EFT over there. In addition to that, you can join us live on Twitch, and we welcome anybody to stop by and ask any questions, just generally about EFT, or if you need some help with this, we're more than happy to help. So with that, we'll close it out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for the support, and we'll catch you in the next one. I've been Doc, Average Gamer Guys. As always, thanks for watching. Peace.